Welcome to another edition of the CS Podcast, where you can hear interviews with special guests such as
Dayon Buchanan, Tom Waddle, Pierre Desir, Brent Berry, Ed Werder,
and many others.
Too big, too strong, too fast, too good.
So be sure to subscribe and tune in to the CS Podcast on YouTube at youtube.com/ChristianRE722.
Did you not get the memo?
That's www.youtube.com/ChristianRE722 for great interviews. Be sure to check out the CS Podcast.
You are ridiculous.
Welcome back to the CS Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Shanafelt, and it's a pleasure to welcome back to the show 2015 NFL Draft Prospect. He is the All-N.E.C. first-team safety for the back-to-back N.E.C. champs out of Sacred Heart University, Gordon Hill. It's always a pleasure talking to you, Gordon. How's it going?
I'm doing well. Just happy to be home, done finals and everything like that. So just enjoying my time with family now.
Hey, sounds great. Now let's get right to it. We talked a few days before the season began, and I predicted that you guys will indeed repeat and win the N.E.C. championship game yet again, and that's exactly what you guys did in a very close game against Bryant. You guys then advanced to the FCS playoffs, but lost to Fordham in the first round. As a team, you guys finished the season 9-3, and individually, Gordon, you had another great season. You led the team in tackles with 104. You also reeled in 14.5 tackles for loss, 6 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 2 fumble recoveries. How would you describe your final season of yours at Sacred Heart?
It was awesome. When I first got to Sacred Heart, it was rough. We had a 2-9 season, and I think my freshman year we were 5-6, and just things weren't going, the way I wanted. I came from a real winning program in high school, and I won 2 championships there. So I know, I had a winning tradition and I had a winning mentality, and I think what the coaches did was get a lot of guys with the same background coming from winning programs. So we kind of took that momentum and we just wanted to, change things around. But as far as my last year, it was awesome. I think the biggest thing was it wasn't even about the wins or losses, but we just really came together as a team. I think our chemistry was awesome the past 2 years. I think that's really what just changed things around. And I would really say that my team, we just believed in each other. Everybody trusted each other on the field, and things has been working out as far as that. And once everybody trusted each other, it was just easier to play, communicate on the field. So it was just really awesome. It was just awesome for the coaches, for the school, for everybody. I mean, the schools are having a great environment ever since, we've been winning. And I think it definitely is helping the coaches now with recruiting. Now that, we've won 2 N.E.C. championships back-to-back. So I think it's really positive for Sacred Heart University and just the future of the school itself.
Absolutely. It definitely seems like a different culture from those first 2 years of yours at Sacred Heart, now being back-to-back N.E.C. champs. Now, the last time we spoke, you mentioned that you wanted to get better in man-to-man coverage. Do you feel that that part of your game was improved this season?
Yes and no. I mean, I played a lot of in the box this year. Coaches wanted to get me closer to the ball, just to make plays closer to the ball. So I played a lot of linebacker. But as far as man coverage as well, yeah, I definitely feel like I did. My defensive back coach, he stresses that because we do play a lot of man, and our coach likes to split. So that's definitely something that, like I said, I wanted to get better at, and I'll work on. So you can never be perfect at it. So I still have some work to do, and still continue in the future, to keep working on that stuff.
Right on. And, I also remember you telling me that you're able to play safety, cornerback, linebacker, so that's definitely great for the football team, definitely great for you to be so versatile. And last week you were named All-New England defensive back. What was your reaction when you found that out? I got to think it's an honor to just be in the conversation, but winning it, I couldn't even imagine.
It was actually a goal of mine. I'm really going to the season. I'm really not, that big on individual awards. But I just wanted to set a goal and say, okay, as long as you work hard and you put yourself in good positions and the coaches put you in good positions and you just make plays, go out there and have fun, good things will happen. And like I said, that was one of my goals. And it was like, I don't want to say a dream come true, but, when you work hard and finally you feel like somebody notices you, it's just an awesome feeling. You feel like, you feel accomplished. So I just was really happy about it. And like I said, it was one of the things I was striving towards. And when I got it, and just the fact that there's other D1A guys who are, in the running for that award, that really made me feel like, wow, like, I guess I'm the best, the best in other people's minds that, at strong safety, regardless of division in New England. And I really appreciate it. I was really thankful for that.
Congratulations on that. Chris Shanafelt talking to 2015 NFL draft prospect, strong safety out of Sacred Heart University, Gordon Hill. And Gordon, of course, when we single out games, we always have to talk about the losses. And I want to single out the 30-27 loss against St. Francis earlier in the year. For the first 4 years, St. Francis had a running back by the name of Kyle Harbridge, who was one of the leading rushers in all of N.E.C. history. This was the first season he was gone, and they had a young guy by the name of Kyrie Dixon starting at running back this season. He had just over 100 yards on you guys in that loss. What are your thoughts on the young running back for the Red Flash? I mean, are you impressed with him at all?
I think he definitely has a very, very bright future. Going into the game, we looked at that playing him as a huge challenge. And I think that, he's going to do crazy numbers for the rest of his career. And he has a great coach, and they really stress on running the ball. So he'll do awesome. But going into that game, we really wanted to stop him, and I think we did a pretty good job. But they just had a great game plan, and they hit us with some trick plays, and we had some busted coverages. And at the end of the day, we lost. And they're a great team. Like I said, they're coached well, and hey, sometimes that happens. Mm-hmm. We just got to bring our A game. My team definitely has to bring our A game in the future going against St. Francis. But every single time we play them, it just always seems like they just find a way to win. But like I said, we're going to definitely game plan, better next year, and as a team, play better out there on the field, and just try our best, and let everything else just happen.
Talk about the emergence of wide receiver Tyler Doobie, if you could. From a guy who started his college football career on the scout team to being the team's leading wide receiver, it definitely sounds like an awesome story. This season, he led the team with 79 receptions, 960 yards, and 16 touchdowns. He actually scored at least one touchdown in every game this season except the Week 9 matchup against Wagner. You guys got me calling him Tyler Moss here at home, and, with some of the catches he's able to bring in, it's just absolutely amazing. As a teammate of his, and being able to go up against him in practice, does it surprise you at all to see where he's come from, being on the scout team, to being the team's best wide receiver?
I'm not surprised at all. I'm going to be honest. Tyler Doobie is our best player, and I really understand why. He's not getting, I feel as though, as much recognition as he should. And I really stand by that. He is the best player I've probably ever played against. I've played some great players. There's no disrespect to those guys, but he's really that good. He just, it's really hard to explain. Going against him in practice, he's not the fastest. I'm not even going to say the fastest. He's not even that fast. He's not the quickest. If you're walking down the street, you don't even know he plays football, but I'm really serious when I say this. He's the best player that I've ever played against. He's the best player. He was the best player on our team for the past 2 years. And he honestly, without him, I don't think we would be as successful as we are. I think he really made everybody's job, especially on the offensive side, as well as the defensive side, a lot easier simply because he made us better in practice. And, he really made the offense run really well. I think he opened things up for, Kashanis and Sean, as well as made RJ's job a lot easier. I know if I was a quarterback, I would love to have a player like him. And at the end of the day, he's a great person. He really is. He's a really, really great person. Super humble, and he's just fun to be around at the end of the day.
High praise from Gordon Hill, Sacred Heart defensive back, 2015 NFL draft prospect on wide receiver Tyler Doobie. Now, Gordon, going back to your freshman year, being able to play and have a major impact on the team as a redshirt freshman, winning the N.E.C. championship as a junior, and of course repeating this season, how would you describe your overall experience both as a student and as a football player at Sacred Heart?
I would really say that, playing football, whether you're at Sacred Heart or anywhere else, and being a student athlete is one of the hardest things in the world for anybody. Just the fact that you have to be disciplined, and the fact that you have to stay on top of schoolwork. You have to be on top of your schedule. So you're on time for practice, as well as social life as well. So you have a lot of responsibility. And I think the biggest thing, my experience at Sacred Heart, with all those being said, it just really prepared me for the real world. Just because, if anything is thrown at you, being a football player, you don't know, what you're really going to go through practice. You don't know what your coach is about to, what workout they're about to throw at you, as well as, schoolwork on top of that. So I think just the adversity that life throws at you and the real world throws at you, I think that's what Sacred Heart really got me prepared for.
Nice. Now, you mentioned Tyler Doobie, how he's probably the best player that you've gone up against. Now, this doesn't include any of your current or former teammates, but there's no doubt that the NEC does have a lot of talent, and it's been showing over the last few years. Who would you say is the best or most impressive player you've played against in an actual game? Not any teammates of yours.
The best player I've ever played against? There's been a lot of really great players. I would say Dominique Williams. Dominique Williams is definitely the best player I've played against. South Jersey guy. I watched him grow up in high school. He played around my area, and he was dominant then. And I'm playing against him. He was still dominant, and I don't know. He has the it factor. I really can't describe it. Just great vision, great balance, strong, quick through the hole. He just has the it factor. He has, what I think NFL guys really want. I really wish him best of luck, with his career. So I just really hope somebody really give him an opportunity, to start one day, because I think they'll really be happy about their decision.
Absolutely. Wagner's very own, and I believe just recently he re-signed with the Minnesota Vikings practice squad, so he definitely has some positive things going for him. Once again, Chris Shanafelt talking to Gordon Hill, defensive back out of Sacred Heart University here on the CS podcast. And Gordon, any chance that you've been invited to any college all-star games? I know you're getting ready to play at the next level.
No, not yet. I'm still, looking to possibly go to like an NFLPA or something like that. I know like the Senior Bowl and the East-West Shrine games are pretty full, but something like that, or even like the Medal of Honor Bowl or something like that. So hopefully, but right now, like I said, I'm just enjoying my time with family and just been working out and getting ready to train for my pro day.
Sounds great. Now you are getting ready for the NFL draft as well, and any chance that you've been given any advice as to what to expect during this draft process by anybody who has been at the next level?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys in my area that are currently in the NFL. They just pretty much told me, one, to have fun with this, and try not to put too much stress on yourself, because it is strenuous, but just relax, have fun, and control what you can control. That's pretty much what they told me.
Now, let's say there's an NFL general manager listening to this very interview. Why should he want defensive back, a guy that could also play linebacker as well, Gordon Hill out of Sacred Heart, a part of his team?
Just versatility. I could be in the box. I could play safety, cover slots, special teams guy. Just really wherever you need me to play. I just love the opportunity, and hopefully, that comes true.
2015 NFL Draft prospect Gordon Hill joining the CS podcast. And Gordon, just a few more questions, then I'll let you go. I really do appreciate your time. Now, if I had to guess, it's probably one of the N.E.C. championship games, but maybe not. Is there a certain game that sticks out to you more than any other? Would you say there's a number one most memorable game of your college football career?
My most memorable will have to be playing Robert Morris my junior year. Winning my first N.E.C. championship. That was awesome. Just being on the road, and I guess it's kind of like we talked about earlier. Nobody really expected us to win the conference that year. That was probably the best feeling ever. It was definitely the most memorable. Just because we were the underdog, and we really surprised people. And I think that was just big for, like I said, the school and just for our team and just the momentum going to this past year.
Yeah, I gotta think sending those Robert Morris fans home upset was pretty nice as well.
Definitely.
All right, Gordon, let's say when people turn on your highlight tape, whether they're college coaches, NFL scouts, or even fans, what do you want them to take away from watching Gordon Hill?
No fear. Just no fear. Just go out there having fun and just play it with no fear. whether I'm going up against a lineman, whether I'm, one-on-one in coverage, there's no fear and all the confidence in the world, no matter what I'm doing.
Now, there isn't a big list of former Sacred Heart University football players that have made it to the NFL. Why do you feel that, you have what it takes to play at the biggest level of football there is?
I think the biggest thing is just, I come from an area where a lot of players have made it to the NFL. I'm from Sacramento, New Jersey. We actually had 2 Heisman Trophy winners from our area. Ron Dean and I actually had the same 5th grade teacher, and Mike Rozier. And growing up, just seeing guys like that, as well as younger guys who are still currently in the league, we grew up played on the same fields. We're coached by the same coaches. We're taught by the same teachers, and just now that I talk to them, they always say that you can do it too. There's nothing different there. You have the same job. You've been running the same hill since you were little, and they just really motivate us and just tell us that you can do it. And it's good to have people who've been through the process. Just let you know that it's challenging, but it's possible. And I think that's just the biggest thing. Now, it's giving me a lot of confidence, to have, like I said, have fun with this and just see where it takes me.
It definitely sounds very encouraging. And lastly, now I know your final season of college football just ended just a few weeks ago, but has it sunk in that at this time next year there's a chance that you might be playing in the National Football League?
It hasn't yet. And I don't really want to think about that, honestly. I just like to take one day at a time and just see what happens. But no, it hasn't really sunk in yet. That's definitely a possibility.
All right.
But if it is, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And Gordon, like I said, man, I really do appreciate your time. It's always great speaking with you. Is there anything else you got for us before I let you go?
No, that's really about it.
All right. Well, once again. Hey, thank you, Gordon. Thank you. Wishing you nothing but the best of luck throughout this journey of yours. And take care, all right, man?